How you convince yourself that what you did was right? It's for the rats, the one that stabbed their main dudes in the backs. I wonder how you even live life after that, rats. How you sleep?
Hello everyone, hope everyone's having a great day. Today we're going to talk about Sammy the Bull Gravano, aka Smeagol. Smeagol's starting to show his age. I think he lost his mind. He said he ran into Tony Pizza in jail and Tony Pizza was in the mob. If Tony Pizza did any real time like that, we would know because the Rat Squad put up his information 100 times. Think about it. If Tony Pizza really ran into Smeagol in prison, Tony Pizza would have been telling that story from the first day he came on the social media. And he would have still been telling it to this day. But now we're supposed to believe this idiotic story when there's video of Smeagol saying he didn't know who Pizza was. He just felt bad for him because he was homeless and he gave him money. Sammy's team responded to an email from Lee Cole saying that Sammy didn't want anything to do with Pizza and he didn't know him. This has been a pretty hot topic. Everyone's been talking about it, so I figured, why not? Let me give you my take on it. But I don't understand why anybody would be so shocked because we proved 100 times over that both of these guys are nothing but liars. They make a living off of fabricating stories and just flat out lying. So let's get right into this here.
Someone is up in the super chat, Sammy. Dave in the super chat, Tony Pizza, aka Anthony Carano, says he was a mafia enforcer under you and Gotti. Can you please tell people the truth and that he was...
I don't think Smeagol is capable of telling the truth. He doesn't know the difference between fantasy and reality, so how could he tell the truth?
And that he was not. He's the homeless guy you met.
He was homeless, but he did have a little bit of a reputation.
Oh, he has a reputation, all right, for begging and telling the most outrageous stories that are just not believable at all. Not a little bit.
Reputation. He was with a guy who was a May guy, Tony Pep, from what I understand. He was a little bit of a tough guy. I have bumped into him in prison.
No way in the world Smeagol bumped into Pizza in prison. The timeline will never match up. Even if it did, Smeagol wasn't in general population. He was a rat. If I was in Tony Pizza's chat or Smeagol's chat, I would ask them both, what prison was it that you bumped into each other in? I'd have to ask about the details. Tell me dates, tell me places. But nobody's going to do that. Because there are people out there that will believe both of these guys and this crazy story. I'm just not one of them. As I always say, these clowns have middle America fooled.
We didn't talk too much. He had a beef with somebody, gave the guy a tremendous beating. It came to my attention through people.
Normally, the only people that get Smeagol the Bull's attention are Franklin, Grant, and Hamilton. But I don't know. I doubt it in this case. I don't think Pizza paid for it. I think Smeagol just didn't want to get attacked and get sick of getting his balls broke all the time by Pizza. Because we all know Smeagol will do anything for a couple dollars. Like when he lied for Johnny Aletto, Johnny a liar. Smeagol took a couple dollars from him and then said a light was a gangster with the Gambinos. But like I said, I don't think Pizza paid him. And think about it. If Tony Pizza gave someone a tremendous beating in prison, he would have been all over YouTube and social media from day one with that story too.
Through people, and they wanted to hurt him, and I had said, no, if he's with Tony Pep, leave him the fuck alone.
Here's another part that makes no sense at all. When Smeagol was in jail, he was an informant. So who's going to listen to the guy? Nobody. Nobody at all is going to listen to a rat. Smeagol the Bull had no influence in prison because he was an informant and nobody would have listened to him. No one. I can't stress that enough.
So I knew him a little bit like that, and when I found out he was homeless and I found out it was almost his birthday, I told him, give me an address. I want to send you a birthday card. He gave me an address. I gave him a couple of $100.
So far, the only true part of this story is Smeagol felt bad for Pizza because he was homeless, so he threw him a couple dollars.
And then he opened up a YouTube channel, and he was threatening people. Whatever the fuck he was doing, he got thrown off the air.
Tony Pizza might have got kicked off of YouTube for a week or two at a time, but then he just opens up another channel and does the same exact thing he's done since the first day he's been on YouTube. He's still attacking people and begging for money. That'll never stop.
But he was with the mob, and I didn't know him very well, but it broke my heart to hear that he was homeless. So I did a little something for him.
No, Smeagol did not know Pizza at all. Pizza might have been around the neighborhood and maybe cleaned a couple car windows here, like swept up the floor or did some like bullshit odd jobs, but that's about it, if that.
And that's why he got friendly with me. Then he got mad at me because I stopped talking to him. I blocked him because he was telling me, he was calling me, he was telling me all kinds of weird shit. I says, I'm going to wind up in jail again with him. So I blocked him.
I have no idea why Smeagol the Bull would say this, that Tony Pizza was in the mob. Makes no sense. The only sense it would make is if Smeagol's getting paid. But I don't think that's the case here. Maybe he's tormenting Smeagol so bad that Smeagol said, I guess I'll just throw him a bone, keep him quiet. Makes no sense, especially after all the shit Pizza said about Smeagol's daughter. Never forget that. So why would Smeagol say this now? I have no idea. But either way, there's no way Tony Pizza was in the mob.
I want to talk to him, but I love him. He's, he went through a lot. And then to be homeless for years and years and years and years.
I think Pizza's homeless by choice because he's lazy and he just don't want to work.
Probably a little wacky, but other than that, he was in the mob.
Now, we all know how bad Tony Pizza lies. By the end of the week, he's going to be telling you he was every mob boss's hitman and all kinds of other crazy stories. There you have it. All right, straight from Smeagol's mouth. So, what do you think? Was Smeagol being tormented by Pizza that much that he came out with that statement? Or is Smeagol getting senile? Or did Tony Pizza pay Smeagol off? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. I thought everybody get a kick out of that. Have a great day. I'll talk to everyone later. Thank you.